So my hippity hoppity setup this month. My gnome, my Easter gnome, or my bunny gnome, and some bunnies. I'm a big fan of Peeps. And I got a Peeps mug, and this was with it. And these are actually Peeps flavored jelly beans. Pretty cool. And then, of course, some fun yarn. And I'll be changing that one up for a May one. There goes my hippity hoppity. Hippity hoppity. Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo. It's alright, doo 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 doo. It is very early, 6:30, and it's gonna be. Looks like it might be a grayish type day again today. But the sun is starting. It is a little bit of red over here. My plans are a pajama knitting day. Yes, those are my plans. There it is today. Here comes the sun. Doo 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 doo. Here comes the sun. So not so gray and rainy. There it is. Here it comes. Kitty cat wants some attention. Hi, Bella. I came out the door and scared one of the deer that are here. Can you see it? There's one. I usually have three. There's one right there, moving. Here comes it. Here we go. Can you see the two deer? Right there, they're staring at me. There they go. There they go. Can you see them? Right there. Hello. Welcome back to Yarning at the Homestead. We may get interrupted because my spouse is home. It is Sunday, April 24th, and I'm going to just hopefully get through this really quickly. I have a lot to show you. It's been about 4 weeks since I last recorded. At 1 o'clock, I signed up for a Knit Stars online kind of thing. It was free. I do have a Knit Stars season, and I thought it was season 7, but they're talking about season 7, the one that's coming up. So maybe I have season 6. I don't know. I never actually watched any of the episodes, but they're there, and I know they're there. So I'm very excited. So that's at 12 o'clock Central, which is 1 o'clock my time. So welcome, I am Tammy, also known as Gracie's Goodies on Instagram and here on the YouTube. I am coming to you from the state of Connecticut on the eastern coast of the United States. So hi, how have you been? It is really nice out today. My spouse is actually working in the garage. She's trying to take the flat tire off of the gator. We use the gator for like everything, and we haven't been able to use it for the past couple months because the tire went flat and we just haven't had the time to take it off and go get it fixed. So I'm going to try and get through this really quickly. I do have a couple finished objects. So first up, finally, is my We Crya. So this is a pattern from Isolde Teague. I started making this long time ago. Let me see if I actually have this in my book. It's funny that so many people are doing books this year. So I started making it in March of 2020. I started making a newborn size for a former student's daughter, and then I never cut back to it, and then she outgrew it. So I did finally finish it, but I had restarted it, and this is the 3 to 6 month size, and I'm just going to keep it in my little tub of gifts in case I need a gift. So yeah, the We Crya is finished. The yarn is called, I think it's called Deep Sea. I will put it down. There's a link to all of this are on Ravelry. I do keep Ravelry pages from. Is it Dirty Water Dye Works? It's a local dyer. I don't remember. I'll either put it here or I will put it down in the down bar. It is on my Ravelry page. I am looking into an editing program, so I might be doing that. So we shall see. And then another baby finish I have done is the Gramp sweater by Tin Can Knits. So this is, the brown is Malabrigo in their DK base. I can't remember which one it is. Rios maybe? And in, I believe it's Cocoa. And then the blue is I had it in my stash. I needed a contrasting color. It's not Cascade, but it's another commercial yarn. So I will, unfortunately, I'm sorry I did not write these down. I will put them in the down bar, and or they also are linked on my Ravelry page. I can't remember what yarn this is. Plymouth. It's a Plymouth yarn. It's a Plymouth yarn. Plymouth yarn Encore. Okay. Alrighty. So those are my two finished objects. But what have I been working on? Well, geez, what haven't I been working on? I've been working on so much. First of all, I started the new More Thunder pattern called, this is tricky, the Thamnopolis tea. The Thamnopolis tea by More Thunder. I have her Ladyfingers one, which I'm also going to start working on this summer. I am planning on making it out of all Connecticut local dyers, DK yarn. And Connecticut Sheep and Wool is next week. There's at least 3 dyers that I'm going to be buying DK from. And I have a bag, over there of other DK yarn. Some are from New England dyers, some are from Connecticut, but I'm trying to make it just Connecticut dyers. So I have to go through that bag and decide which colors I'm going to use. I know I bought 3 from one specific dyer, and I'm trying to play off the colors that are in that because it's a speckled yarn. So I'm trying to play off the colors that are in that. But anyway, let's back to the Thamnopolis tea. And here we go. Here it is so far. I am still on the bodice yoke, the yoke. I have not split for the sleeves yet. So this is the front. Now the back comes down into a V, and there'll be a tie up here. So I haven't split for the sleeves yet. That will be coming up. That's in the next section is splitting for the sleeves. Now I have made a little bit of a design adjustment. So in the actual tee, the stripes are much smaller. They're only 2 rounds, and I actually have 4 rounds because this first one I was not paying attention to, and I did 4 rounds, and then I had already started on the next color, the main color again. And so I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go with 4 rounds. So I did with 4 rounds, and I'll just have to adjust my numbers, that's all. So I'm very excited. I had originally bought this yarn. It is Sweet Georgia Tough Love sock in Magician something, right? Or just Magician. So it's Sweet Georgia in the Magician colorway. And it's like this purplish with pink splotches and gray in it. So yes, I'm very excited about it. I had bought it originally for another shirt that I chose, another tee that I chose not to do, even though I own the pattern, because that designer has some problematic issues. And then the stripes, I'm actually using the same yarn that I just used in my Yellow Brick Rodeo, which is cornflower. Something. It's a Miss Babs yarn. So the stripes is a Miss Babs yarn. I don't remember the colorway, and I don't think I have, oh, I do have the colorway in here. It is Miss Babs in Wand Flower, and it's in her tart base. So I figured, oh, I was looking around for something to use for the contrast color for the stripes on this. I'm like, wow, I still have a ton of this left. So I really, really like this yarn. It's got speckles of green and pink. I don't know if there's actually purple in here, but no, it doesn't look like there is, but it's a good contrast for this. So, and that is living in one of my many Jessalou bags. So, my many Jessalou bags. I will see Jessalou again next weekend and probably purchase another sweater bag because I have decided to become a sweater knitter and I do need more bags. What else have I been working on? Well, as I said, what haven't I been working on? I also have worked on putting some rows on different socks. So I have, these are my Arn and Carlos socks. That's who the yarn is by, Arn and Carlos. I have a finished, and I'm working on the second. And the colorway, when I first bought this, I thought it was more like it was going to be more of a Halloween-y type colorway. It's not, but that's okay. The color is 2459, and it does give you an idea of what the stripy pattern will look like. So I have put some work on these. And then I have one of my Advent socks from last Christmas. I ripped it all apart on Thursday because it was way too big for me and restarted it. It's a DK sock. This is by Woolens and Nosh. She packaged it really nice. Her socks for this year just went back up on Friday. So I had ordered the DK. I didn't realize I ordered the DK, but I had ordered the DK, which I'm fine with. This year I ordered the fingering weight. So I figured I must at least get these socks done before the next pair come in. I have also ordered Freckled Whimsies Advent Skein this year. Oops, something just fell. Freckled Whimsies Advent Skein this year, and I'll probably order one from Timber Yarns again, which I also did not work on. The one I got from her last year is still sitting in the bag. I think it's called Santa something. It's black and white stripes. But I've not even, I think I started the cuff on one and that was about it. So these should go fairly fast, but we'll talk about why they may not in a little bit. And then I have another pair of socks, which is this is an Utterly Adorable bag when she did her sheep things. I don't think she's doing these anymore, or she hasn't done them in a while. I really like these sheep bags, but I don't think she's done them in a while. And these are my Monster Mash socks. So I have one complete one and one I'm working on. And the yarn is called Monster Mash. It is by Knit Mona, who is not dying anymore. Monster Mash. And I'm doing the blueberry waffle pattern. I freaking love these socks. I do. I can't wait to finish them, but then I get involved in something else and then I don't work on them. And for a while there, I took my sock mojo was gone. It became sweater mojo. So I just didn't work on them, and we'll talk about that again in a minute. And then here is, I believe, another pair of Advent socks. Yep. This is another pair of Advent socks. I think these are from Holy Hannah, the Cozy Knitter. These are from the Cozy Knitter, her 24 stripe. I don't think I'll order hers this year because I'm going to have enough with everyone else's that I have. Believe me, I'll have enough. So I'm doing these ones 2 consecutively on 2 separate needles. So I'm trying to get them around the same size. So I need to finish working on this one up because this one's got another color in it. So I have to add on to this one. So again, that. What else have I been working on? As I told you, quite a lot. I have also been working on my boxy, which I was working on this morning. It's really not that far. And it's a little bit of a mess, and I just dropped some stitches. So my boxy is only that far. It's bottom up. I've got a long way to go. This colorway is from, oh goodness, I don't think I have the colorway name in here. Oh, I do. Periwinkle Sheep, set in stone. And it is a 70-20-10 superwash merino, yak, and nylon. This is Karen, and unfortunately, she got hit really bad with COVID. So she has started dyeing again, but it's a really slow process. So if you can go on over and maybe lend her some support. She has sent out, I know she sent out an order to a local yarn shop, but I will link her below. Yeah, but she's super nice and unfortunately just going through a tough time trying to, sorry, Fergus is making a lot of noise, trying to get back, back into herself. She really got hit bad with COVID. She's going to be a long hauler, and she's had some side effects from it that unfortunately are really affecting her. Okay, I also worked on my Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavallee. I think it's Lavallee. And I'm here. I put more on it. I had just cast it on the last time I showed it to you. This is one of my 12 cast-ons, although I didn't do 12. So look, I've made quite a bit of progress there. And this yarn is yarn that I bought when I was in Norway. We went to the factory mill. I'm not exactly sure what they call it, but on one side, when you walked in, one side was like the mill, and then the other side there was a store. So it's the Sans Garde and Sans Garde, and in the alpaca silk colorway. And the color is, I don't know which one. I think it's probably 75, 72. It's like a grayish green. And then I also have the silk mohair. So I knew I was saving that for a special project. So yeah, so I've worked a little bit on that. And this bag is a bag that I made myself. Okay, so it's just a big old bag that I made myself. Oh, I didn't talk about these bags. This bag is, I don't remember who this bag is by. Let me see if it's, I think there's a tag inside. Is there a tag inside? Yep. Bird Leg bags, and I think it came, this was a kit. Pretty sure this was a kit. I like the inside. It's all red polka dots. I like the inside fabric. This was a kit, but it's also gnomes, which is like my big thing. And then this bag is from Jessa Lou also, and this is a Serenity fabric from the Serenity TV show. What else have I worked on? I worked on my Descent tee. So this Descent tee is by, get to the first page here, checking the time because this Descent tee is by Andrea Rangel. So I've gotten just past like this area up here. I've actually added in the main color. Let me see if I can get this out. Okay, so I need to put it on the next size needle because it's too many stitches now for this needle. So the contrast color is a white sparkle from, I don't remember. Do I remember? Yep, here it is. The white is a sparkle from, what is it? Color? It's not Dream. I guess it's Dream now. It used to be something else. It used to be a longer name, right? Dream in Color. There we go. And they're Starry. And the colorway is Crying Dove. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle in it. And the olive color, the main color, is by Yarns on the House in Little Brother. And the colorway is Olive. So you can't really see much of it. Here, let me show you it here. I'm gonna adore this sweater. And this yarn feels so, it's so soft. Okay, so are we counting? That's 1, 2, 3 adult sweaters. Wait, nope. 4 adult sweaters because we have the Thamnopolis, the Boxy, the Descent, and the Rocket Tee. Which Rocket Tee is a tee and the Thamnopolis is a tee, but for me it's a sweater. All right, so 4 adult size ones. 4 pairs of socks. Finished 2 baby sweaters. I am swatching for another one. This is a linen. This is Juniper Moon fibers linen. I haven't soaked it yet, so I'm swatching for something else. Yeah. And then I also worked a little bit on this scarf. So this is a scarf inspired by Sherlock Holmes. The yarn, I don't know if you can see, it's a commercial yarn. It's like a gold, and then there's like a fuzzy black thread through it. And the yarn is called, my spouse just walked in, from Cascade Yarns, and I bought this before Cascade Yarns was troublesome. Luminosa. And it's 52% viscose, 44% baby alpaca, and 4% merino wool. And it is inspired by a scarf worn by Benedict Cumberbatch in the Sherlock Holmes, Sherlock. Whew. So yes, I think that's it. I think that's what I've been working on. Okay, what am I going to be working on? I have so many babies being born, it's not even funny, and this is why I still may not get any socks done. Because, geez Louise, I got yarn flying out from everywhere. I'm going to be making 2 of these Little Miss Cutie. This is from, you can find this on Ravelry, but Margie's Yarn Crafts is actually a local yarn store. It's about 40 minutes from me. And then when you walk in, one, Cayuga. She loves Cayuga. There's a wall of Cayuga. Love it. Cayuga, Quego. I think that's how they pronounce it. Quego. And it's just, and then she has like the back wall is full of baby samples. So I've bought three, I think. Yeah, 3 baby patterns from her. So I have actually a lot of Cayuga. I had bought it from a different store. They used to carry a bunch of it, but that store went out of business. So one of them is going to be made out of this color. And it is color 63, and it's the Quego KPM. And then the other one is going to be made out of this color. They're not twins. One is being born in June and one is being born in July, but I have the baby shower coming up in June. And then this one is the KPPPM, and this colorway doesn't say. This colorway, I don't know, P247 maybe? That's the only number that's on here. And that's the other one that's going to be made. And then I'm trying to decide what because there's the ruffle, and then up at the neckline, there's a contrast color. So the kit that I bought actually came with 3 skeins of this yarn, so you can make any size, and this as the contrast. But I have so much Cayuga that I might actually do this darker gray as the contrast, or even maybe this purple, this dark purple as the contrast. Don't know yet. I was searching through my Cayuga last night and trying to decide. As you can see here, I will show you. This is my tub of Cayuga. So, or Cayuga, I don't know, however they pronounce it. At the most of them are single skeins, but I do have 3s. I do have 2s of some skeins, and then there is one specific skein that's not in here. It's up there in my green stash, my green yarn stash. I have 3 bins of green yarn stash, 3 bins. And that one I have 3 of it. So, we'll see. So that is what's going to be coming up. Now, what else am I going to be working on? Now, remember I made a tutu for myself a while ago, and I had to make a band to attach the strips to. And I used this Lion Ram Mandela ombre. I love this so much that I want to make a throw with it. So I did order 3 more skeins. So I have 3 more skeins of that. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to crochet it, because crochet, it's something simple. I don't really have to think about it. I can just whip it up. And then I was at Joann's? No, I was at Michael's the other day, and I saw this. And it's 100% cotton, and I'm going to try and make some type of cotton top, tank top. I know cotton will grow. I do know it will grow, but I want to see how this will work. So I think I'm going to make some kind of tank top with it. And this is Karen Cotton Funnel Cake. And I have 2 of these, so I have 400 yards. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay. Now, those were purchases. I also got these stitch markers. I saw Needles on the Ready, Kevin and Ray. They talked about a local Connecticut person who sent them some. So I went and checked out her site, and these are so pretty. These are just so pretty. And come to find out, she's actually in the next town over. Really weird. But I really, really like these. So I bought that. And then I was online. I've been looking for crafting stickers to go in my journal and to other things. And I got some crafting stickers. Unbeknownst to me, they came all the way from England. I didn't realize until I hit pay that they were from England. And I like that there are some knitting and crochet ones in here. It's not just sewing. So we have, you know. And I will put who I got these from down below. There's actually paint too, like paint palette. So that's very cool. So I'm very excited about these. All right, da, 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 da. I think that is it. So it's a really quick episode today. Let me see, 26. So I got like 4 minutes before my camera's gonna go. It's done. So let's talk about deep in the stash. Here we go, deep in the stash. We were at the other house 2 weeks ago, and I pulled this out. This is a Rucania yarn, and this yarn, the fiber content is 100% sugarcane. And you can see how, like, drapey it is. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. They're not my colors anymore. My spouse does like it, but she's not going to wear, I don't know. She won't wear like scarves and shawls and stuff like that. There's only 263 yards, so there's not a ton of yardage. So I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's very soft. All right, so I think that is it. Quick and dirty for me today. I'm going to be adding some other footage that I've taken around, and maybe I'll take some footage of the meat today and add that in too. Okay, so I will talk to you all again. Please, if you saw something you liked, please hit subscribe. Leave me a comment. You know, what would you make with this? There's not a ton of it. What would you make with this? Yeah. And wow, I got so much stuff here that I got to clean up. Oh, quickly, before I go, I did go through and organize all my stitch markers. So they are now in here. Most of them. I still have another bag thing of them to do. I found them in my pouch that I carry around with me. So yeah, lots of stitch markers. Maybe I'll go through these later. I don't know those people that can tell you who stitch markers are from. I can only tell you who some of these stitch markers are from. The rest of them, I have no clue. So, okay. I will talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. Again, click the like button, click the subscribe button, send me a comment. Let me know how things are in your neck of the world, in your neck of the woods. Are you entering into spring? Okay, we are finally. And again, there's some terrible things going on in the world right now, and do what you can to help out. Okay, thank you.